Good evening, my Enagic family. How are you doing on this beautiful evening? It's Wadia Dafish, one of the original master distributors of Enagic for the past 15 years. Me and my family have been able to create an organization, a team of over 600,000 people and over $1 billion in sales. Tonight I want to talk to you specifically about why you should not hesitate whatsoever on taking this opportunity. See, what you want to evaluate is the options right now that society has to offer. You have linear income, trading dollars for hours, and you only have so much time and energy in a day to be able to achieve your dream. And then there's passive income. There's passive leveraged income where you can make money while you're asleep. And there's a famous quote by John Paul Getty, which he says, I'd rather earn 100% of 100 people's efforts than earning 100% of my own, which is absolutely true. And so what me and my family have been able to achieve these past 15 years is true time financial freedom through achieving true health physically, financially, emotionally, and spiritually. And the reason why I start off with physical first is because you can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you have nothing at all. So health is wealth in the essence. And there's two biggest things that were taken from me about over 15 years ago. That was my time. So my freedom was taken away, and my health. My health was taken away for about 4.5 years. I had an illness called valley fever. It's an airborne fungus. Once you breathe it in, it attaches to your lung and your spine, breaks down your immune system. So when I came home from being gone for almost 10 years at the age of 28 years old when I came home. And when people say, what do you mean you were gone? I was incarcerated. So for those of you that are down and out at the lowest right now in your life and you feel like you don't know what to do or you have it the worst, I haven't really met anyone who had it worse than me. So I was 28 years old. Not only did I have my physical health taken away, I had just touched down, getting my health back. I was a single father. My son was at the time 5 years old. And time was tough. And I didn't know what I was going to do. I was dealing with anxiety. I was dealing with stress. I was dealing with depression. I was like, society won't even allow me to pretty much even get a job. I mean, what am I going to do? Work at McDonald's? Not to say McDonald's is bad, but I knew that I deserved more than what society was trying to provide for me. I knew I deserved my values worth. So in life, as you know, you don't want to settle. You never want to settle for less. And so if you evaluate business and you watched a video with Robert Kiyosaki, the cash flow quadrant, he talks about someone who's an employee, someone who's self-employed, someone who's a big business builder, which is the profession industry of network marketing, which is the industry and profession of human connection, which is the second highest paying industry in the world, which is the profession Enagic is in. And when you evaluate the industry and you evaluate all the different companies that the industry has to offer, Enagic is number one. And I want to tell you why I say that, not to say because it's a biased opinion, which it's not. What you want to look at is is it an opportunity-driven company or is it a product-driven company? See, everybody, may want a lotion, a potion, a gadget, or a gadget, but they may want that, but they don't need that. Everybody will always afford what they need. They'll not always afford what they want. What you need is what? Air, water, food, and shelter. And so Enagic is what? Our product is the modern-day fountain of youth. It's the inevitable. It's something that you are inevitably going to purchase. It is going to happen. Why do I say that? Because you have a kitchen, you have a stove, you have a microwave, you have a smart technology in your home, in your hand, that you're probably watching this from. You eventually catch up to technology. And water is pretty much the essence of life. It's the second biggest commodity, most precious commodity that you have. And once you give it away, it's gone. The first one's time. Okay, so the reason why I say it's the inevitable is, what are your choices? Tap water or bottled water? Do you know in some parts of the world right now there is no fresh water for them to drink, to utilize? They have to drink water from either a bag that's already been delivered or a water bottle. That's been it's sitting in its environment in the hot sun for how long? So it could be cancerous from leaching all the plastic. Those are your choices. So when you know that you can have a technology that can make the second best water on the planet, and when people say, well, what's the first? Well, these certain wells, certain springs around the world, for instance, Lourdes, France, Norda, Germany, Telacote, Mexico, the Zamzam in Mecca, spoken of in the Bible and the Quran, which is these natural springs that come up from the ground that have an abundance of active hydrogen. So when you realize that, man, how can I get these water? How can I have that water in my house? As a matter of fact, I've had the water of Zamzam delivered to my home. Do you know that a gallon of Zamzam water is $50 a gallon? Go Google it. I have it in my home. So having an Enagic Kangen water machine, you can get one for free. And when people say, well, how do you get one for free? It's very simple. Leverage a credit card. Leverage the bank's money. And then Enagic will allow you to have 30 days to try it out for you and your whole family. You can throw a block party at your home and give out as much water as you want. And eventually you're going to notice that people are going to respond to it just the way that you respond to drinking this water when you go through that transformation for the first 30 days and realize you cannot live without it. Because for me, when I first tried it, I was a big skeptic. I told my dad, "You're crazy. You're a businessman. You know nothing about health. You're not an athlete like I am." And he said, "Well, son, you know what? I love you, but shut up, drink the water." I said, "Okay, I'm going to prove you wrong." And that's what I did. And within the first 30 days, or actually within the first 2 weeks, my symptoms started to disappear. My body started to get ahead of the oxidation stress that was occurring where the disease was thriving, the illness was thriving in. And my body finally began able to heal itself faster and more efficiently because I gave it what it needed, which is living oxygenated water. So when I realized that you can't live without it, just like you're going to realize you can't live without it, so are other people once you give it away. Give it away for free. It's simple. 8 referrals, literally a K8. You buy a K8, it's $5,000. You leverage it on a credit card, you pay $80 a month. Within your first month or two, you refer 8 people the same way, or you refer 3, and then the third person refers 5. There's your 8 sales. That's $5,000 back in your pocket. Your initial investment completely paid off. So if you're worrying about money, because it's harder to manage money than it is to make it. It's easier to make money than it is to manage it. Simple as that. And so once you realize that, it's a no-brainer. When I came home, I didn't have a job. I didn't have a home. I didn't have a car. I didn't know how I was going to provide for myself. I wasn't thinking of that. I was thinking of, how can I make some money now? What can I do that's gonna pay me my value's worth now? And I started running at this thing. It was hard. It wasn't easy. But guess what? I love people. I have good intentions, pure intentions. I have a lot of TLC, tender love and care. And that's what I shared with people as I was sharing the compassion of Kunga water to everyone I was in contact with. And within my first 4 months, 3 to 4 months, I made my first $30,000 within Enagic. I was at $100K by the time I hit 6A, which was like 8 or 9 months. My father, within his first year, he almost cleared $500,000, little shy of $500,000. He was a professional in the industry. I was an amateur. So all I had to do was shorten the learning curve, and that's what this team of leaders on the rise with Chris Allen, phenomenal leader that you have, Chelsea Smokey, phenomenal leader, Sierra, phenomenal 6A leader, and we have so many more on the rise that I can name, dozens and dozens of these leaders that are here to support you because we're one big family. See, network marketing, the beauty about it is you're not in business by yourself. You're in business for yourself in a community that is going to support you and hold your hand. Because my father said, because I asked my pops, what do I do? He said, it's very simple, son. Go make a friend, have them they earn your trust, and then bring them to the house. And then I'll take it from there. That's the same thing. That we're here to offer to you is drink the water, become a product of the water, see what it's going to do for you and your family, share it with your loved ones, share it with your friends, and then immediately get them in front of third party information and exposure, because it takes about 4 to 8 exposures before someone feels confident to buy. So get them in front of the videos. We have so many different videos for different needs, for different people. Get them in front of the information because documentation beats conversation, and then immediately three-way to a 4A and up, or a 5A or a 6A that you know. Just leverage the people that already have the lifestyle that you desire, and then they will support you because they have financial invested interest in your success. It's a beautiful model. Robert Kiyosaki says this is the number one industry for the big business builder. When he's talking in the cash flow quadrant, talking about the employee, someone who's self-employed, someone who's a big business builder before he gets an investment, which is real estate, he's talking about professional network marketing, people helping people. So this is the vehicle. Look, I've been having 2-time financial freedom. I've been semi-retired for years now, and I still evaluate the market. I still want to see what else out there is to offer our society. And if I feel blessed because I'm not just 1% of those that are in the U.S. making extraordinary income, because the average person in the U.S. is $50,000 a year. So 1% makes about $500,000 a year, and I'm half of the 1%. So not just the 1%, half of the 1% of my income. And you're talking to a guy who got his GED in in county jail when I was 18 years old, who didn't have a choice to graduate high school. I'd gotten arrested before I had a chance in 11th grade, and then there went my my freedom, and all of a sudden everything was laid out for me through trial and tribulation. But it's okay, because those 10 years were nothing but character building days to prepare me for this industry, to prepare me to be appreciative and be in gratitude for this opportunity, because this opportunity is going to happen whether you like it or not. The machine has legs of its own. So you can walk away from it, but eventually your neighbor, your mom, or relative is going to say, hey, you know about Kangen water? And you're like, wait a minute, I knew about that 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, but you never took action. And you know what? Tomorrow's promise to no one. Yesterday's a canceled check. All you have is right now to take action in your life. And there is no better opportunity right now that I know of than, one, this industry and this profession of network marketing, because it's people helping people. It's passive leveraged income, and you're dealing with a technology that everybody needs on the planet. Everybody drinks water. It is a no-brainer. It makes you feel good. So you can lead with the product. You don't even have to lead with sales. You don't even have to lead with money. You can just lead with saying, hey, I just want to help you. I just want to love on you. I just want to give you a glass of water, a gallon. Give it away. People are going to feel happy. They're going to feel appreciative because you're leaning with a gift. And when you give before you take, then the abundance of those blessings that reward the fruits of your labors are going to manifest. It's going to happen. If I can do it, you can do it. So take action. You have phenomenal leadership with the leaders that I mentioned. Look, this team was specifically picked and chosen and brought together for you. So if the Creator had already aligned you with the leaders in this organization, in this team, you're already on a head start. And I'm just here to let you know it's achievable. It can happen. I'm here showing the light at the end of the tunnel. I believe in all of you like you believe in yourself. I love on you. Life is short. Time is of the essence. Take action. Take action now. It just lean on Enagic's 30 days. If you don't like the water, if the water has done nothing for you within the first 2 weeks, return it. No harm, no foul. But I guarantee your life is going to go from black and white to HD, right? You're going to have color that you've never seen before. You're going to transform from that little caterpillar that you once were all the way to a beautiful butterfly. And you're not going to want to go back, because life without Kangen water, it's not life worth living. Because why? Your body doesn't thrive as well as it does when it has this oxygenated water. Your energy is not as good. Your sleep is not as effective. Everything. I mean, what do you want to do? Walk around looking like a prune or a grape? Right? So take action. I love you. As soon as you buy your machine, jump on the training system, the accelerator. Utilize the 21-day challenge within the courses there, so you can get a great introduction on the product and listen to the leaders, help you get more familiar with it, and then jump into the opportunity side when you believe in it, when you see that it has a positive to your life and to your family, and then just start sharing it. And don't worry about the cost. We're going to get that taken care of within your first 30 days, and then we're going to show you how to make 100K within your first 90. It's possible. It's not difficult. I was able to do it within 8 months of hitting 6A. We have 6As who've hit 6A within a week. There's a mother of three, a Muslima woman in Indonesia, Malaysia. She was like in her 40s or 50s. She did it in 18 days. She just shared it with her religious community. So if you're part of a community, an outreach or church or whatever the case may be, start there. Give it away, share it, drink it, be a part of the product, watch your life transform and change, and then we'll see you at the top. Love you, and can't wait to meet you in person. Take care. God bless. Have a beautiful evening. Myself, I'm taking off to Mammoth again. Life is nothing but a paid vacation, and I'm here to enjoy it, live it, and thrive it, because that's what life's about. Don't waste your time. Utilize it and get the most out of it. Take care.